On the news at 1, Office of the Head of Service of the Federation commences the transparent merit-based process of appointment of Federal Permanent Secretaries. Experts advocate Talent Hunt Challenge to discover and mentor new skill for development. And NYSC Batch C Stream 2 concludes orientation program. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on the 1 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja, the Unity station. I am Abdullah Hajia with the news. Now, let's begin from the head of service. The office of the head of service of the head of service of the Federation has commenced the appointment process for new permanent secretaries and the accountant general of the Federation. In a statement signed by the Director, Information and Public Relations Office of the Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, the two vacant positions of Permanent Secretary arise from the recent retirement of the Permanent Secretary from Oyo State and an impending vacancy in the Northwest Geopolitical Zone. The position of Accountant General of the Federation will also become vacant in March 2025. Head of the Civil Service of the Federation, D.D. Esther Wilson-Jack, says the appointment process will follow a structured and multi-tiered evaluation as approved by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as this demonstrates the government's commitment to meritocracy, good governance, accountability, and professionalism within the public service. The selection process will involve a written examination, ICT proficiency test, and oral interview. Candidates will also undergo anti-corruption clearance and asset declaration. The final appointment will rest with the president, who will consider the best performing candidates based on their performance throughout the selection process. Now, the federal government has unveiled the Renewed Hope Youth Strategic Agenda 2025 to 2027 to development partners. Olayinka Ojo reports that the Youth Development Agenda is expected to unlock the potential of Nigerian youth for economic growth and is hinged on three pillars.
Going by available statistics, more than 70% of Nigeria's population fall within the youth age bracket. This productive and vibrant mass presents great opportunities for social economic growth and development in spite of their challenges.
One of the major reasons why a lot of people remain unemployed because they don't have the skill required by the industry.
And this is why this engagement with development partners and donor agencies on how best to address their challenges for a productive future is in place. With focus on governance and systems strengthening, human capital development, jobs, skills and innovation, the goal and outcome, according to the Youth Minister, is to reduce unemployment rates, ensure an increase in the number of youths with global market demand skills, as well as increase youth participation in social and economic development.
Your partnership is crucial in helping us to close the gap.
For development partners and other key stakeholders, every project that is of benefit to youths will be accorded the necessary support for a brighter future.
We are confident that impactful programs will come up.
The African Development Bank is very much interested in youth development. As a matter of fact, we are actually anchoring some projects currently.
The National Assembly is on all fours with the program and the projects of the ministry.
Key players say Nigeria must start now if it is to achieve the transformative agenda of the present administration of repositioning youths and catalyze them into change agents. Olayinka Ojo, NTA News.
Experts and intellectuals in talent and skills development have advocated that the Nigerian Talent Exploration Challenge be given a national priority so as to discover and mentor the abundant talents in the country for national prosperity. This position was given during the official launch of the initiative, which the National Project Coordinator Faisal Jafaru Rafinda says is in collaboration with the National Board for Technical Education, NBTA, in Abuja. Yours sincerely reports.
The public launch of the Nigeria Talent Exploration Challenge opens up a vista of opportunities for exceptionally talented and skilled Nigerians in the areas of technology and ICT, automotive modeling, construction, creative arts and design, as well as manufacturing and engineering. Beneficiaries are aged 15 to 40 years, whether as students or young professionals.
We can never make progress with importation. Your energy needs will never be affordable if they are totally dependent on what comes from outside. So that's why anybody who can give support to this initiative should do so.
Experts as speakers underscored the timeliness of venturing into such initiatives, which they say is key to driving national growth and development for Nigeria.
The National Board for Technical Education has a mandate on developing skills, and talent hunt is one of it. So we are here so that we can create this synergy, and the launch has been done successfully. Young Nigerians can now log into the internet and log in their data and information about the innovation that they have. This innovation will be assessed. There will be a ceremony to identify those who are the winners.
After the selection, we are going to take some of them for world skills competition. It's like an Olympics. So we are starting with Zimbabwe. Then from Zimbabwe, we are going to France 2026. We are going to look into that, try to put our young men to have a training in which the ES Professor Idris Bugaji assures of giving training to 100 people among the participants.
Young man, every young lady needs to identify what he or she is good at, and then through one system or the other be helped to develop that ability so that they can add value, become relevant.
The launching is timely in the first place, especially now that we want to diversify the economy.
Critical stakeholders express readiness to support the national project, crucial to solving the 21st century challenges.
The university will give a huge support because definitely it will contribute in those who are going to participate in the competition.
Eligible Nigerians are expected to register online for directions on the next step. The initiative, which is the brainchild of former governor of Katsina State, Aminu Bello Masari, started some years ago in the state and has metamorphosed to a national platform with transparent and equal opportunities for all to thrive. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
My charge to you, therefore, is for you to put in your best, and posterity will speak well of you. These were the words of the FCT Mandate Secretary for Youth Development, who also serves as the chairman of the NYC Governing Board, Abdullahi Suleiman Ango. He made the charge during the closing ceremony of the NYSC by C-Stream 2 orientation camp in Abuja. Rosemary Motalan Vilak's report will come in our subsequent bulletin. Now, the International Day of Women and Girls in Science is a day set aside to honor and acknowledge the achievements and contributions of females in the field of science. The day recognizes the importance of gender equality, as the theme implies, unpacking STEM careers, her voice in science. Hadiza Godwin Ebune brings us details.
According to research, science, technology, and innovation continue to radically and rapidly transform how people live, socialize, pay their bills, order food, study, and work. For women and girls across the world, these changes have brought new freedoms, new forms of access to information, and new opportunities for the creativity of decent employment.
Most of the girls here are doing very well in science. Very, very well in science. Not just science, even the practical activities in the, if we go for science-based competition, majority of the presenters are girls. Most of them are girls. Yes, they say what a man can do, a woman can do better.
The promise of science is one of the positive changes for gender equality. Take the case of these young secondary school students who have come together to change the world through science. Using robotics and next-generation technologies, they created a robot they named Spark, which can detect treasures underwater.
Of science, it has a lot of opportunities. You got example robotics, you go around the world, you see robots doing unbelievable things like going into the water, bringing out mineral, gold, and other resources. It cannot, and it also detects valuable things, and it also inspires my career to be a doctor.
I could actually not really speak in faces of people like that, and also it has helped me bring out myself. Like, most times we have ideas and then we just feel like it can never happen and then we don't share it. But building this robot, most of us came up with crazy ideas, and then when we put them together, we actually came up with this.
In Nigeria, women and girls have made tremendous progress towards increasing their participation in higher education in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
There are so many women in Nigeria, for instance. I think there's this woman, is it Dr. Fumilayo Ajayi also? She is a renowned mathematician, and she has always inspired girl children to pursue science subject that is in STEM. So girl child can excel in science, technology, engineering, and even mathematics.
Researchers are of the opinion that in the next 30 years, the majority of the world's new workers may well be on the African continent with skills in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Hadiza Godwin Ebuni, NCA News.
Talking about skill development, in order to create job opportunities towards stemming the tide of unemployment in Nigeria, the federal government, through the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) scheme, vowed in 2002 to ensure corps members are equipped for self-reliance from the camp through the Skill Acquisition and Entrepreneurship Development (SAID) program. Rosemary Motulan Bilal, who witnessed a recent training in the FCT, reports on the SAID.
Call this phone number. The corps members are full of excitement for the privilege given by the federal government and the NYSC management, saying it is a lifetime experience they will live to remember, promising to make the best out of it.
So far so good. We've been able to come in as people without experience in different fields, public speaking, soap making, different types of crafts, and we've been able to learn from the skill acquisition and entrepreneurship development what we need to do, how we need to push it, what we need to do post-camp, how we need to follow up, get more skills, learn from what we already learned here, and build a career for ourselves, either if we want to work with someone or we want to work for ourselves.
During our SAID training, we've been taught how to make headbands, scrunchies, tablecloth, even hats and beanies. And through this training, I've learned to also make dresses and simple clothing wears. I've learned so much, and I'm ready to take off with my entrepreneurial skill.
Personally, I love baking. I love pastries. So I believe that with this, it will aid me practice more, do more on my personal space to be able to grow and boom my business.
Different skills were learnt during their stay without much challenges, according to the trainees.
Not really. The only challenge was health-wise. I felt sick, but I'll have to take medication so that I'll be able to fulfill my aim of being in camp to train corps members.
We are into processing and the packaging of agro products, such as different flours. I taught them how they can process this, like for instance now this upper flour. This is my own product, and this is the one they process after training them. This is what they'll be able to process on their own without me assisting them.
Expressing the joy of every mother, the FCT NYSC coordinator, Winifred Shokpeka, says she is proud of their dedication, determination, and resilience in acquiring the handwork.
I can assure you that they are not just picking one skill out of this place. Our motto is one core member, two skills. And we have told them that it's better you have that skill and you don't need it, or you need it and you don't have it. So you can be sure that going forward from here, NYC is launching entrepreneurs into this nation. I promise you.
Assistant Director Said Andrew Ediale says since the introduction of Said, core members have continued to make the management proud.
Those who have started and have made it and have even settled in life by getting married in the process of this skills training, and they were not looking for a white-collar job, actually. They rather employ others to work with them, and they are paying them, and they are well settled with families.
A lot of activities were observed to mark the end of this set of Said activities in grand style. There was a competition and the tailoring unit was outstanding. Rosemary Moltelen Bilal, NTA News.
You're watching the 1 p.m. news on NTA Channel 5 Abuja. Still to come on the news. Wives of NDA 25th Regular Cause Women Association empowers widows in the FCT. This and more to come after this break.
I am Oluremi Tinubu, the global and national Stop TB champion. Many people have asked why I've chosen to champion the fight against a disease like tuberculosis. My reason stems from a deep personal experience. I once had a friend who unfortunately fell ill and concealed the nature of his sickness until it was too late. Eventually, after he passed, we discovered he had tuberculosis. Sadly, due to the stigma and discrimination surrounding the disease, he would not speak up or seek for help. His death was a painful reminder that we could have intervened and saved a life if only we had known earlier. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease that primarily affects the lungs, but can also impact other parts of the body. Being airborne means anyone, regardless of their social economic status, can contract it. In Nigeria, one person dies of TB-related illness every 7 minutes, amounting to 206 deaths every day. Globally, one person succumbs to TB every 25 seconds, which is a staggering 3,456 lives lost daily. These deaths are entirely preventable because TB is curable if detected and treated early. If you or someone you know has been coughing for 2 weeks or more, coughing up blood, experiencing night sweats, or losing weight drastically, it might be TB. Please visit the nearest government hospital or primary healthcare center for proper diagnosis and treatment. TB treatment is free in all government and some private health facilities. Let us also remember not to stigmatize or discriminate against TB patients or those who have been treated for TB. Individuals who have been cured of TB cannot infect others. I call on all stakeholders, especially the private sector, to join us in the fight to end TB in Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference. Remember, TB anywhere is TB everywhere. End TB by 2030. Yes, we can.
Glad to know you're still there. Now, exciting news for Nigerians looking to boost their finances. Smart Treasury Investment Team, popularly known as ST Team, has officially opened its Abuja office, promising to elevate the financial status of Nigerians through its innovative platform. Country Director Adefowora Abiodun says the inauguration of the Abuja office at Jahi District marks a significant milestone in the company's mission to provide accessible financial solutions to Nigerians. Odiriogboru Arutere tells us more.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
The ribbon cutting ceremony marked the beginning of an exciting new chapter of ST, a financial institution dedicated to helping people improve their financial status through cutting-edge data analysis and AI-driven trading. Country Director Adefowora Abiodun shared the team's vision to reduce poverty in Africa by 30% by 2027.
While we are trading at 1% of our capital. So even if there is an error, if there is a mistake, we will lose at 1%. Then if you want to make money at 1%. So 1%, 2 times, 3 times in a day. At the end of the month, you can see meaningful changes in your finances.
ST means super technologies. They are a team of analysts that forecast the signal to trade on our platform. They guide people to markets. They guide them to make money.
Doing this upgrade, number one, okay, now we have hackers on the platform. They will have to continue doing upgrades so that our accounts will not be hacked. We have so many people on the platform. They have to continue doing upgrades to secure even your data.
Some existing traders with ST team couldn't contain their excitement, praising the platform for its commitment to improving Nigerians' financial status through innovative AI-driven trading and data analysis.
People are making money while sitting at home. So I will say, please join the team, join ST CBEX and make your money and realize your dream.
Since I started trading, I have not encountered any loss, provided that I follow the instructions that the signal the AI has given.
It's life transforming because anyone that has joined ST, even if it is 6 months only, your life can never remain the same. Because the amount of money, no matter how much you join with, once you are consistent and take the trade, your life will change.
Interestingly, ST team takes a unique approach, focusing exclusively on digital assets and avoiding any involvement with fiat currencies, including the Naira. In Abuja, Odiriogboru Arutere, NTA News.
India's selfless efforts, which serves as an inspiration to others and promotes a culture of empathy and compassion, the Nigeria Defense Academy NDA 25th Regular Course Officers' Wives Association has embarked on a philanthropic initiative aimed at empowering widows. This gesture demonstrates the association's commitment to supporting vulnerable members, especially wives of military personnel who died serving the nation. Justin Salim has details.
In a heartwarming display of love and compassion, the Nigeria Defense Academy 25th Regular Course Officers' Wives Association is putting its resources and time together to support the widows of military men who have made the ultimate sacrifice for the nation. With their unwavering commitment to supporting vulnerable members of the military community, the association has provided these widows with a little token as a means of being self-reliant through help that will see them grow their businesses and put food on the table for their children.
I wanted to touch the lives of those who need us and our small resources. It's not much, but touching their lives makes us happy. And that is why we're here. And it's a way of us celebrating this new year, starting with blessing the widows.
We all know that the husbands are supposed to be the breadwinners. When the breadwinner is no more, life becomes more difficult for the woman and her children. And so we just thought that we could do a little by touching their lives in whatever small way that we can. And we are delighted that today we have the opportunity to touch their lives.
Don't remain idle. Look for something and do, no matter how small it is. There's joy and there's reward in a small beginning. It could be the akara she said, it could be pepper, it could be anything. But for God to see you come out, you know that you don't want to be a beggar.
For these widows, this gesture is a beacon of hope, coming at a time when they most needed aid. They pray for the association, thanking them for wiping away their tears.
I feel privileged. I feel very lucky because it's coming at a time I really needed help. I pray that the good Lord who has sent them to be our destiny helpers will continue to bless and keep their husbands.
Very happy, and we appreciate their action.
The Nigeria Defense Academy 25th Regular Course Officers' Wives Association is a non-profit organization dedicated to collectively contributing to the support of spouses of military men who have fought and died for their country. In Abuja, Abdullah Hajia, NTA News.
It is time to take sports. Let's join our sports text.
Nigeria Under-20 team, the Flying Eagles, have resumed campaign in Abuja ahead of the 2025 CAF Under-20 African Nations Cup in Cote d'Ivoire. Coach Aliou Zubairu drilled the players in their first training session on Monday at the FIFA Goal Project Package B Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja, with 2 training sessions, morning and afternoon, holding on Tuesday. Nigeria are back-to-back champions of WAFU B Under-20 competition, where they qualified for the CAF H-Grade AFCON finals. The CAF Youth Championship will hold from 26 April to 18 May 2025. 12 countries, namely Nigeria, South Africa, Zambia, Tanzania, DR Congo. The draw for the competition is yet to be conducted. This edition of the tournament also doubles as the African qualifiers for the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Chile, where teams who reached the semi-final stage qualified automatically. Talking table tennis, Nigeria table tennis sensation set for ITTF World Cup qualifier in Tunisia, Matthew Kuti, has once again demonstrated why he is one of the continent's rising stars. The teenager has been included in the star-studded lineup for the 2025 African Cup, set to take place in Tunis, Tunisia, from February 25 to 27. Kuti, who has won 4 of the 5 major tournaments in Nigeria and has been the most consistent player in the country, was listed by the Nigerian Table Tennis Federation due to his growing profile in the sports. With Sports Brief, Abdullah Hajia.
Thank you for watching the news at 1 p.m. See you at 7. Good afternoon.